Bonsai Dream.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for following me. Today I'm gonna work on this beautiful tissue juniper that actually is grafted on prostrata. I'm here in Los Angeles and this is one of the trees that work better with this climate. It's very hot, a lot of sun, so I'm gonna really try to use as much as possible of this foliage to push down the branches, compact the tree, do some cleaning on the deadwood and the liveline to try to build a nice semi-cascade style using the stronger foliage of the tree to set down all the new pads and the new shape. I want to really compress the tree because I want to show all the detail of the deadwood and the nice liveline. And let's do it. So we just finished the work on the deadwood, cleaning everything, all the details. We found a lot of termites in this area of the wood that you can see is kind of hollow. So we need to treat this tree even if the termites did a good job creating all this beautiful deadwood, but now unfortunately they have to go. The bad thing on termites is that they carve on the hardwood, but sometimes they are under the living vein, and so they leave a very small layer on the living vein, and the vein then start dying back, as happened in this area. So now we need to use a proper product, go inside of the different holes and spray so we can get rid of the termite, and after that we're gonna lime soil for all the deadwood to protect, because obviously having a lot of cavity and open spaces, the moisture can go inside and can start rotting the wood. So it's also very important to protect this wood to preserve all the different parts. Luckily, the wood is very strong anyway, even if it was attacked by the termite. So now protecting and probably next year giving some wood hardener, we can preserve as long as possible. The next step will be cleaning the foliage, preparing the branches with raffia, and wire everything before the last styling. So now that everything is nice and clean, the deadwood is done, we're gonna put raffia to protect all the branches of the tree because we're gonna squish everything together. So we start with the raffia in this position and go up and protect all the living branches. So we just finished putting the structural wire on the tree all over to the branches, the primary branches, thinking about the position. So clockwise up here to move this part inside, counterclockwise, this branch is coming forward, the same here, this branch is coming forward counterclockwise, so we match branches clockwise and counterclockwise with the same piece of wire, apart the first one here that is just anchor, counterclockwise on clockwise, and then the rest is always 2 by 2 the other branches, so we have a solid structure. It's very important before styling a tree like this, when we have to do some structural work, to create a strategy and be able to wire the structure in the right position. So as soon as we start bending the different areas and compacting the tree, the wire is going to tighten it down to the fiber of the wood. So now that all the tree is wired, we can start bending the structure. I already prepared this guide wire to bend this section in this negative space, so we can start compressing the tree to have a much compact final result, and then we can start putting in the different position all the main branches of the tree. And now that the major bends are done, I still have to push a little bit down the apex, but will be the last setting for the structure. I have already these branches in position, first branch, back branch, second branch, so I want to start and create the different pads, and then at the end I will just push the apex a little bit more forward to frame the top and close the tree. So when I create a pad, first of all I get the main structural branch in position, then I start opening the side one and lifting whatever I'm going to use for the volume. So normally the longer lines are the lines I will use for creating the outside part of the pad, and the inner one will be my volume. So start opening everything. I always imagine my pad like a hand. So I create this line, create this profile, and then I put all the branches in the position for the volume. I clean the underline so I can have a pad that is a little bit more clean. On the first shaping on a pad, I tend to create a very geometrical line, and then with time and with the new vegetation, I get more volume and I start lifting the branch to give the aspect of a more mature pad. But for the first styling, I'm more interested on creating the structure and get every branch in a good position to be able to get the maximum on the sunlight and be able to create the best structure possible. After that, year after year, I can refine the pad and give a more mature shape. So all the branches set in position. You see, I have my line, I have my triangle, my volume. Now it's only a question to do some cleaning. So now all the lower part is finished. First branch, back branch, and the middle part of the tree, nice and compact. Now I'm gonna bend forward the apex so I can use this foliage to compact the apex and finish the tree. Here we are at the end of the work. The tree is nice and compact, a lot of tension along the gene, the line of the gene going down. Beautiful semi-cascade. I'm very happy on the result. I want to thank Phillip for helping me, and Michael Jonas, that is the owner of this tree, to let me work on this beautiful piece. Now the tree has to just recover from the bending, grow back, and then next year we can do more refinement and already start taking away some of the bigger wire. As you see, I don't like to overwire tree. I prefer to use a lot of guy wire to set the position of the structure, and then I don't have to stress the tree too much for overwiring. See you at the next.
Bonsai Tree.